Let's get into these December 6th NBA and NHL bets. We got to start it all. We started all off with against my team, but we got to target my shitty teams. It just started. A video just started. We're already targeting one of my teams. I got Jack Hughes and an anytime goal at plus 132 on FanDuel. Dude, the Blackhawks are just they they're just garbage, man. Like, I can't live in denial anymore. They're like, hey, man, maybe we're going to get better throughout the season. Hey, maybe, Luke Richardson's just got to get these guys. But no, we suck. We suck, and I need to accept it. And I think this is the first way of accepting that, and that's going with Jack Hughes to score a goal against them tonight. I got this at plus 132 on FanDuel. Hughes has scored in 4 of his last 5 games for New Jersey. Blackhawks have given up the third most goals allowed through 65 on 5 in their last 5 games at 3.5. That's just 5-on-5 play. Jack Hughes can easily get this done on the power play as well. So we got to put that into consideration as well. I love how with the number is at this plus 132 for a guy that's done it in 4 of his last 5. He's just been a scoring machine, and it doesn't matter if it's going to be Peter Mrazek or Arvid Soderblom in net for the Hawks. It's going to be the same result for Jack Hughes tonight. And Hughes, in his last 5, he shoots a lot of shots from the left side of the ice. I was looking at his shot chart. A lot of his shots are coming from the left side, and the Blackhawks have given up 3 goals on the left side of their goaltender in their last 5 games. Where the juice is at in this game, with how many goals that are going to be scored for the New Jersey Devils in this game, I like 4 to 5 goals. Jack's got to get one of those 4 or 5. So give me Jack Hughes at an anytime goal at plus 132 on FanDuel. Let's move over now to Martin Necas. I got the over 3.5 shots on goal at plus 135 on DraftKings. He's hit this in 4 of his last 6 games. And the other two, and actually other 3, if we look at his last 7 games, The 3 that he did not hit, it was all hooked. He got hooked. He had 3 shots on goal. So at a plus 135, and when he's not hitting them, he's barely not hitting them. He's just getting hooked on it. I like it. And who does he have tonight? He's got the Anaheim Ducks, a team that allows 38.5 shots against through 65 on 5 in their last 6 games. Again, that's worst in the league. So against a team that gives up a lot of shots, Necas has been involved offensively. He's getting when he's not hitting this number, he's getting really close to it. It's at good plus odds. It's not just at like a plus 105. It's at a plus 135. Good matchup in Anaheim tonight. I like this one. Over 3.5. I think he gets 4 to 5 in this game. So give me Martin Necas over 3.5 shots on goal at plus 135 on DK. And then I got one more in the NHL. I got the New York Islanders on the 60-minute line. Yes, we're going back to the Islanders after what they did to me last week. I got them on the 60-minute line again. Again, I'm taking them on the 60-minute line. This one's at negative 108 on FanDuel. The Blues are coming off a back-to-back. Binnington just played. So it's going to be Thomas Greiss in between the pipes for the St. Louis Blues. He's got a 2-3 record this season with a 4.2 GAA. Straight trash across the board. And the Islanders have the 4th best home record. Man, they're 9-4 at home. Only 2 of those 9 wins came in OT as well. You got to look at that. I just like that St. Louis played a tough game at Madison Square Garden last night. Coming off a back-to-back, it's not going to be Jordan Binnington. Going to be Thomas Greiss. They're going to be tired. Islanders had some rest. They're at home. I think they get this thing done in regulation. St. Louis's road record, they're 14th in road record, middle of the pack at 6-7. Nothing to look at there. And New York has won 5 of their last 7 games. I love the home record. I like how the Islanders have been playing. They came off a big win against, again, my shitty-ass Blackhawks. I like this one, man. In regulation, I think they can get this thing done. It's almost at plus odds as well on FanDuel, so I'm taking the Islanders here on the 60-minute line at negative 106. Let's move on to the NBA, and I got the king, baby. I got the king, LeBron James, over 25.5 points at negative 125 on DK. I'm paying up the juice in this game. I don't care how good Cleveland's defense is. LeBron's going back home, and whenever he goes back home, he puts on a show. He had 38 points last year in Cleveland and 46 points the year prior. So whenever he goes back home, he wants to put on a show for his home. You know what I'm saying? Like, his family's there, man. He wants to put on a show for Cleveland. He's done this in 4 of his last 5 games. I'm willing to pay the juice, even with the stellar defense from Cleveland. You just can't stop the king when he wants to. It doesn't matter how good the defense is. When LeBron James wants to attack, when LeBron James wants to get to the free throw line, when he wants to score, he will do it at will. It does not matter what the defense does. So give me LeBron James in this big matchup going back home to Cleveland at the over 25.5 at -125 on DK. And then the last one I got. This one's interesting, but I like it. I got Jimmy Butler over 1.5 steals at +115 on DK. 9 guys in the last 5 games have 2 steals or more against the Detroit Pistons. 4 of them came versus Memphis the other day. So, they were really sloppy against the Memphis Grizzlies, and hopefully that translates into this game against Miami. Jimmy has not hit this in 5 games. He's only hit this in 5 games this entire season. It hasn't been a great season for Miami or Jimmy Butler. It's been fairly disappointing. What I really like about this, and I'm going back into the archives. But what I have is that Jimmy has not gone more than 5 games without 2 steals since the 2012 and 13 season, his second year in the league, where he was barely getting minutes. There's been a few times in his career, just a few years ago, where he would go exactly 5 games, but then he would get 2 steals in the next game. I see that trend continuing. He's not going to go more than 5 games with 1 steal or less. He's going to get 2 tonight, +115 against a fairly sloppy Detroit Pistons team. Give it to me. Give me Jimmy Butler. Come on, Jimmy. Get in those passing lanes. Get it done. I love the plus juice on it, and I think he's going to get it done. So give me Jimmy Butler, the over 1.5 steals at +115 on DraftKings. We'll see what happens. Bro, Artemi Panarin got no shots on goal last night. It's okay, man. We got Mikko Rantanen. We did okay. I would say we did okay. Oh, and Kuzmenko. Sam Montembeault, what happened there, dude? Giving up 7 goals? He got the assist. I should have went with Kuzmenko even if it was Sam Montembeault. It looked good at first. It was 4-0. I was like, oh, bro, I'm glad I didn't take this. Boom. Ended up being 7. It's fine. It is what it is, man. This has been Booksmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.